this meeting. Today concept name is Page Object Model Framework. What is Page Object Model Framework? I will explain you. After that, we will discuss concept. Page Object Model Framework. Page Object Model Framework. Page Object Model Framework is a design pattern. Page object. It is a design pattern to create object repository for web UI elements. Web UI elements. It is a design pattern to create object repository for web UI elements. Under this model, very important, just small concept only. Under this model, for each page, in the application, there should be corresponding page class. There should be corresponding page class. That means for each and every page, we will create one object repository. So this means each and every page, for only one page, we will create one object repository.
Okay.
So each and every page in this model, in this framework, we will create one. Each and every page purpose, we will create one object repository. How to create object repository, I will explain you with examples. Okay. This page class will find the web elements of that web page and also contains page methods which perform operations on those web elements. So using this page class, we will create the object repository and we will keep all the object information. Using that information, Selenium will identify the web elements. So name of these methods should be given as for the task they are performing. That is, if a loader waiting for the payment gateway to be appear, POM method name can be wait for payment screen display. Page object model framework is nowadays all become very popular test automation framework. Page object model framework is a best or popular framework in test automation in the industry, and many companies are using it. Because of its easy to test maintenance and reduce the duplication of code. The main advantage of page object model is that if the UI changes for any page, if don't require us to change any tests, we just need to change only the code within the page only. Okay. So the main advantage of page object model framework is that if the UI changes for any page, it don't require us to change any tests. We just need to change only in the code within the page objects only. Okay. I will tell you.
Okay.
Very easy. You can take
good.
last you can take last example is I forgot what is that last example.
We did that new demo tours.
Yes.
Okay, and Akhil, can the frameworks be used in parallel in conjunction, like hybrid? They can be together.
What I didn't get to come again. Slow.
So is framework, are they always in isolation, or can you use like,
No
you know?
installation. No installation required. So we will use, this is a user defined framework. User defined framework. So no
Okay.
installation required. Just we will use same testing annotation. We can implement. So how we can implement, I will tell you. Just I'm taking
Okay.
new class. Class name is login.
Okay.
I'm taking only one class. That class name is login. So first I'm writing code. Just it is totally different. It is totally different from other frameworks. So only for page, only one page purpose, we will create one object repository. How we can create? First, I'm declaring static WebDriver or WebDriver globally. WebDriver globally. WebDriver globally. WebDriver WD. Okay. Right. Next, by username equal to by dot ID property I'm taking or export whatever you want you can take it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
taking the username. Right. By is a keyword here. Control V, Control V. Username, your password. I'm giving name is password. No, 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 no. UN I'm giving. UN, username. PWD, password. Sign, SIGN, sign. Okay. WebDriver, change to WebDriver or you open QS Selenium. By is a keyword. Predefined class. Right. Predefined class. Predefined class. Right. Go to application. Here I'm my concentration username password sign in button. I need to click on sign in button. This is my task. So take the
Yeah.
username. Take the ID property. Which property I want to take? ID property. ID is there is no ID. Name property I'm taking. Sorry. Copy by name. Control V. Right. By name. Taken. Sorry. Name property. Copy. Control V. Next sign in. Name property login. Copy. Control V. Name property. Okay, right. I gave username, password, login. Okay. I gave name is UN means username, password, sign in. Okay, right. Now,
Yeah. Yeah.
now here is very important. Create the constructor. What is constructor? I will tell you. Public login. Class name is login. Public login. WebDriver. WebDriver WD. Public login WebDriver WD. One second. One second.
Okay.
Just put పబ్లిక్ లాగిన్ వెబ్ డ్రైవర్ WD అయిపోతుంది. షూర్గా WD. So, this dot WD equal to WD.
So we're writing the test now.
This is the constructor. What is constructor? I will tell you now.
Okay.
Do you know constructor?
Yeah, I think we spoke about it when we were creating a different version of the method.
Constructor. What is constructor? Today we will discuss. So actually, constructor I need to tell in Java only. But if I tell there, so then you can feel confused. So that's the reason now I am teaching constructor. What is constructor? I will tell you.
Okay.
Constructor. Very, very important concept to constructor. Constructor. What is constructor? This is a Java concept only, but in the first class itself, I need to tell this constructor concept. But if I tell constructor concept in the first class, you will feel very confused and you will say, no, Java is very difficult. I can't understand Java. You can feel. So that's the reason I left that constructor concept. Now I am teaching. So now you can get something Java. So you can understand now.
Okay.
What is constructor? It is something which is used for constructing an object very easily. We can construct all the objects very easily. So it is something which is used for constructing an object very easily. Syntax, constructor syntax. First, modifier. Modifier means we have access modifiers. We have 4 access modifiers. What are those?
Public, private.
Right, shabash. Public, private, default, protected. Okay. Modifier.
Okay.
Class name. Modifier, class name. Data type. Space. Argument name. Argument 1. Comma. Data type. Argument 2. Like we can write the number of arguments, number of data types. Bracket between. Right. Property name 1 equal to argument 1. Property name 2 equal to argument 2. Right. Like we can write it. Argument 2, argument 3, argument 4, argument 5. We can write it.
Okay.
Now, what is the properties? So, for example, in the first class, we discussed non-static properties. What are the non-static properties we discussed? By, I'm taking one example by. All the byes not having some common properties, that properties is called non-static properties. What are the properties all the byes not having commonly? What are the properties all the byes commonly not having? Name, color,
Okay.
class of study, right? Class of study,
yeah,
and interested game. These are the non-static properties. Interested game. These are the non-static properties. Okay, name, color, class of study, interested game. These are the non-static properties. Okay, these four properties I want to write in single line. These four properties
Okay.
I want to write in single line. How we can write? Observe carefully.
Okay.
Hmm. Modifier. Which one you can write? Public. Class name. If it is boy, we can write boy. Public boy. So name, data type, string, string n. I can give you alias name n. Next color,
Okay.
data type string, c color, alias name I am giving. And
Okay.
interested class of study also string,
Okay.
string cos, class of study,
Yep.
cos. Okay, comma. Interested game, string ins game.
Yeah.
Right, I gave with alias names.
Okay. So these are aliases. So they're all strings, but you can pass them as an alias.
Yes. Now here
Okay.
name equal to name equal to n. Mm,
Yep.
color equal to color color equal to c. Mm, class of study, class of study equal to cos.
Yep.
ins game, interested game, interested game. Mm, game equal to what I gave, is game, ins game,
Okay. Yeah.
ins.
INS. INS game. Yeah.
Right, like this is the way to create the constructor. This is the way to
Okay.
create the constructor. What is constructor? Constructor, it is something which is used for constructing an object very easily. Syntax, modifier, class name, data type, argument 1, data type, argument 2. Like we can write it. Property name 1 equal to argument 1. Here property is name property, color property, class of study property, interested game is the property. So I gave with alias names. So in the single line I am writing four properties. If you don't know constructor concept, how we can write? Each and every time we should write like public boy string name, public boy string color, public boy string class of study, public boy string ins game, interested game we need to write.
Hmm.
So here is only easily we are constructing all the object very easily. All the
Yeah.
properties we are writing in only single line, right?
Yes.
If we don't know constructor concept, each and every time we should write public boy string name, public boy string color, public boy string class of study, public boy string interested game.
Yeah.
So here constructing an object very easily. So this is the constructor concept. Okay, right. Come to concept.
So. Okay. Okay.
Got it?
Okay. Yeah. 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 So this. So the name of the is that the name of the that's the name of the class, isn't it? So that's a version of the class.
Yes.
Where.
Here you
Yeah.
go. Here you go. Public modifier.
Yeah.
Class name boy. Data type string. Argument one. This one. Next.
Okay.
Data type. Argument two. Like if you want how many properties you want, that many properties we can write here. Okay,
Got it. Got it. And then that will pass into the. They'll pass them arguments within the function.
yes, right.
Okay.
Come to concept. Here I am constructing public
Yeah.
modifier, class name login, WebDriver wd. WebDriver is a argument, WebDriver is a augment, WebDriver is a argument, sorry,
Got it.
WebDriver is here. In this situation, WebDriver is what is the data type? So WebDriver reference name wd I am writing. This wd equal to wd. So this is the constructor, just constructor.
So
Now
got it. Got it. So
Now,
Where the alias? This is the alias.
yes, just wait. So now each and every function we should write the each and every property. So we have three properties only: username, password. Sorry, we have three elements only. Web elements. How many web elements we have? Three:
Free.
username, password, login.
Yeah.
So then we should write like public void un. Un means username. I gave here un. I gave un here. So that's the reason. Here we should write wd dot find element, find element. mm, I give un there. So here we can give user id, user id. Something function name I'm taking user id. So I gave un dot send keys. What is the send keys? Tell me in the site. What is the
Oh, which one are we? Which? Oh, we did. Was it P Muchin? Let's check.
copy
Yeah, P Muchin. Yeah.
control V. Right. Right. We have three elements. Write three statements. Control V. Statements means functions. User ID.
Okay.
I'm giving my PWD ID.
That's
PWD.
BW. Yeah. Yeah.
PWD ID. PWD ID. Something I'm giving. PWD ID. So here I gave PWD. Right.
Yeah.
Password is
Messages.
control V. Dot click. Next sign in. So log something I'm giving log. Mm,
Yeah.
mm,
Click login.
SIN,
Sign in.
sign in.
Yeah.
I'm giving sign in, but I give
Yeah. Yeah.
property
Sign.
sign dot
Click.
click. Right. Okay.
Yes.
Only for that page purpose, I created object repository, three elements: username, password, sign in button. So I created separate class and I stored properties. Okay.
Yeah.
Save. Now take another test. Go to SRC. Take the new class. Class name is something I'm taking page. Click on finish. And taking one annotation at the rate test. After taking the annotation, we should write one function. Public void check anything, whatever it is. So write the function. What you test in the annotations. WD
Okay. Equal.
WebDriver.
No.
WebDriver
Yeah.
WD equal to new Firefox driver. Right. Why check it is showing error?
No, I think it's because not capital F.
Check is the function. God. Function bracket required.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I want to open the site. WD dot get site name. We should copy and paste. Site name is this one. Copy. Control V. Right. So previous class name login, login, reference name log equal to new login. Why I'm writing, tell me.
You're going to reference the tests.
Why we need to create the reference, object reference, why I'm creating?
You're using the constructor. You're gonna pass the driver.
No, here is non-static functions. All are non-static functions. So if it is
Okay, so you can
non-static
call them.
function, so if you want call from another class, we should create an object.
Got it, got it. So, but if it's static, you can just call it directly.
Yes, log dot, log dot, what name I give? Log dot user ID,
Yeah.
user ID, right?
Okay, okay, okay.
Log dot
So
pwd ID, I think. All right. Log dot sign in, sign, sign in, sign in, sign in. I think
yeah, sign in. That's right.
sign in only. Sign in. So names you should remember compulsory. Okay.
Got it, got it, got it.
Enough.
Yeah.
Enough. You can run the test. Save.
So is the benefit of this is that you're within the test. We're writing less code.
Yes. Within the test only we need to write the function. So I'm writing
Okay.
public void check function. I'm opening Firefox driver and I'm giving the site name. So I'm entering user ID, password, and a sign in button. So here observe carefully. If it is any property change, just we will change here only. Just here only we will change the. If it is any changes UI elements, just we need to change here only. Remaining concept is
In
same
one
to same.
place.
Remaining concept is same to same. There is no changes. Save. Click on done. It will execute slowly. Slowly it will execute.
I just got just one question.
Yeah, wait. After executing, you can ask me.
Okay.
Right. Entered. Sign in. Only for the page elements purpose, I created one object repository. So that's the reason we can call it is a page object model framework. It is a page object model framework. It is very easy concept, simple concept, and important concept. Page object model
Yes.
framework.